You know, everybody's been telling me what they think about me for the last few months. Maybe it's time I tell them what I think about them.
Hey, what is going on, guys? You're listening to my podcast project, One Shot to Capture It. I'm your host, Freddie Ward, and I truly believe every single person listening to this gets one shot to capture it. But the difference is you can either be a player or you can be a spectator. My advice, my opinion, right now, if you're listening to this, start right now. Get in the game right now and be a player. Stop being a spectator. Be a player. You know, the only thing stopping most of you that's listening to me right now is you put stuff out there. You make a post and it doesn't get any likes. So that discourages you to not do anything. You're like, nobody's watching, nobody's listening, nobody cares or sees anything I put out there. I want to bring some value to the listeners today. First of all, I appreciate you just for showing up and being here, listening to this. It means the world to me that you actually take time out of your day. I make these podcasts short. They're 15 minutes, and I want to provide as much value to you as possible in that short amount of time. So I'm going to get right into this thing about posting, starting a podcast, doing something that you want to do, but you're scared to do because you get discouraged and you think nobody cares. Here's how it works. And I'm telling you this from personal experience. This is not something you heard on a Gary V YouTube video or this is my experience of going through it. And I've talked to a lot of people that are like, Fred, dude, nobody likes any of your stuff. Good. It's not about likes at all. So when you post something, first of all, the first thing you need to do before you can actually be real in who you are is lose your freaking ego. Did you hear it? Lose your freaking ego, dude. There's so many people that have such an ego that it just paralyzes you. You need to help people see that you're exactly like them. I'm exactly like you, and you can do the same thing I'm doing. You're just scared, and that's fine. You're scared to put yourself out there. You have a fear of being judged. So you choose not to do anything. And even when you do try to do something, you don't get recognition for it, so you figure, why would I do it? Nobody cares. That's the wrong way to think about this. You can do exactly what I'm doing. It does take balls. And for the women, I apologize. It takes guts, courage, but it takes balls. And it's freaking hard to do. I dedicated 1 year of my life to nothing but learning about me. Fixing what was wrong with me. The most important thing you can share with this world, in my opinion, the most valuable thing you can give this world is your real self. You know, and I want to get on the subject of money because I don't care about money, and that's a bad mindset to have. You know who makes the most money in this world? You're thinking of names like Bill Gates, Warren Buffett. No, you know who makes the most money? It's the one who solves the most problems. So stop thinking about money. That's why I say money means nothing to me, because it's not about money. Dude, if you get rich and you're so rich and you still have no dream, purpose, goal, vision, it's not just about money. You got to have something else. So on to the real topic here of what I wanted to provide the value with. It's about posting your content. Likes don't mean anything. You want engagement. Look it up. Everything I'm telling you right now are facts They're documented. They're proven. I have the numbers to prove and show you. Likes don't matter. The content you're putting out there, and I was guilty of this. I was just throwing everything out there. There was a time where I was doing 400 posts a week. Just massive, throwing it out there. That was to grab some attention. How do you get attention? You do shit other people won't do. You overpromise and overdeliver. You do more than is expected. That's going to get you attention. Whether you want it or not, people will notice. After you have that attention, then you got to switch your mindset over to your intention. Okay, I got some eyes, I got some listeners, I got some people that are actually watching me. They know who I am. They know what my mission is. There we go. Now, what's your intention? Your intention should be to provide high quality content. It's the number one rule. If you provide content that's high quality, valuable, helps me fix a problem in my life just by this little thing I saw from you for 1 minute, I'm going to use that and it's going to help me. Dude, that's what people talk about. They will straight tell people, dude, go check this guy out, dude. He told me to do this. It worked because it was a piece of meaningful, high quality, thought out content. It's got to mean something. It's got to have some emotion in it. It's got to mean something to you and how it took you from where you were and put you on this different path. I see so much content. And again, I'm guilty of this when I first got into it. Just copy and paste and copy them. Oh, there. Why? Dude, that's oversaturated and nobody's going to know who the hell you are because they've already seen that post you made 500,000 times. Leaders are people that impact the world. And when it comes to social, you cannot like someone that you don't take the time to get to know. People are so quick to judge. Oh, yeah. Well, dude, get to know them and then make a decision. But you cannot like somebody that you have not taken the time to get to know. So a little piece of advice, stop judging people for what you see and actually get to know them. And then, if you don't like them, you're make your opinion then. But to not know somebody and just be like, oh, that guy sucks. They don't know you. Dude, something's going on with them. Not you. They're not mad at you. They're mad at themselves. Or there's always a dichotomy. I'm really hung up on that word because it makes sense. Hindsight. Every negative thing that happens, there is a positive. It's your choice to pick one. Both require the same amount of effort. Now, when I say leaders, you're a leader. You know you're a leader. And think of it like this, like a lot of people have a hard time wrapping their mind around, I'm a leader? Nah, I'm not a leader. Dude, there are different types of leaders. You don't have to be the leader, the one who sees the 360-degree vision of whatever it is they're involved in. Like, they're the heart and soul and face of this idea, business, whatever. You don't have to be that leader if that's not what's in you. And to be honest, you got to work your way up to that. Talk about starting a business, man. That takes balls if you want that position right there. I want to be in charge of everything that doesn't work, every failure, all this. It's all my fault. That's the leader. And if you want that, I encourage you to go start it. But there's also a leader. A leader is somebody that might see, 90% of your vision. But they know that they can bring value to it, but are humble enough to say, I don't know everything. I'm here to learn. I just know I can help you. Before you ever think about taking a leadership role, Here's a nugget. You need to know how to handle controversy. You need to know how to put out fires. You need to be the person that when something happens, you're the solution. The way to do that is to take a stand. Pardon me. Here's the bottom line. 50% of the world is going to like you, and 50% are going to think you're full of shit, not listen to you. That's how it's going to go. When you realize that, things change. So again, I want to provide the value with the posting. You make a piece of content. It's got to be meaningful, man. I'm telling you. Think of it like this. Think of like this piece of content you're going to put out there is like your movie. Because your life right now, this moment in time, your life is a book, a movie. It's everything. Because at the end of it, dude, regret scares. I feel regret for the things that I've messed up on already. So at the end of my life, I'm gonna do all this shit right now, and I encourage you to start right now putting yourself out there, telling your story, getting it out there, so at the end of your life, your kids can look at you and go, dude, my dad not only had this crazy idea, he acted on it, he did it, and I'm proud of him, and he encouraged me to do the same thing, and your family's there, and they're like, yeah, he always went for it, he lived his life, he failed, dude, at the end of your life, think about this for one second. Do you want to look back and say, I wish, or do you want to say, dude, I gave it everything I had, and I left it all out on the battlefield because I was a player in the game. The value. These posts. Stop posting bullshit. Quality content is what people want. It's what I want. And when I see it, I can appreciate how much time it went into to make that post. Realize this. Dedicate 8 hours to one single piece of content you're going to post. Put an image there. Give me a story underneath it about what the image is about what happened to you. Make it meaningful. Make me want to read it. Make me have to read it. And after I do, I comment. If it's something that really, really hits me, I will comment and give you feedback, and it'll just get the ball rolling, and you'll start getting momentum. Now, here's another little valuable tip that's going to help you. Your Instagram stories. They're right up at the top. IG stories. Hit the camera button. You get 15 seconds. That is a behind-the-scenes look at your life, in your life. That is a way you get to show, not just talk. People don't want to hear bullshit. They want to see action and what you're doing and how you're doing it. Show me. Don't tell me. Instagram stories are at 15 seconds at a time to just give and show who you really are. How you do shit. How you get shit done. Start using them. A good friend of mine said, in social media, you got to stand for something and consistently be fighting for it. And you have to show me that you care enough to push through any bullshit that comes in your way. And you got to be willing to piss people off because you took a stand and this is what you believe and this is why I'm listening to you. That's all I got. We got 30 seconds left. I want to take 1 minute and just thank you for listening. If you get any value out of this, anything that helps you, share it, subscribe. Without you, nobody would hear. I'll see you guys next week. I hope you have an absolute terrific end of this week. Go be great.